Welcome to Hopeful Hints. I'm your host, Tara Bradner, and today we are going to look at 5 statistics about IUI that you probably didn't know. I personally was one of these individuals. As a medical provider, when I was going through IUI, I had no clue to look up statistics, to research really anything, but most importantly, where to go to find this information. During the time of receiving IUI for treatment, my diagnosis was unexplained infertility, so today's podcast is going to focus on that. When it comes to treatment options, you must remember it's vital to know the statistics of your treatment, so as you move forward, you feel well informed and you're confident with your decision. Before we get started, I want to remind you, research can get sticky and confusing as many things are taken into consideration, such as your age, your drugs that are being utilized for your treatment, and each clinic has their own statistics because of their protocols they use. For today's particular episode, we are going to look at live births per cycle for women under the age of 38 who have the diagnosis of unexplained infertility. When we talk about unexplained infertility, this commonly means the woman has good egg count, her fallopian tubes are clear and open, and the uterus has no concerns. In addition, it also means that sperm count has been determined and checked and is considered to be within normal parameters. And there are no other explanations for the inability to conceive. I do have a coaching tip for you. If you have went through multiple rounds of IUI, it is time for a regroup. Typically, after failing 3 to 4 rounds of IUI, it's time to discuss what other options there are moving forward, any changes that should be made. Let me use my own personal experience for an example. I was on Femara for all 3 rounds. However, the 3rd round, I had Gonal F added. This is an injectable medication to further stimulate follicles. I highly recommend a conversation with your provider to see if this would be a good addition to your protocol moving forward. Okay, let's move on to our 5 IUI statistics that may surprise you and could impact your plan of action. Number 1, after 3 medicated IUI cycles with letrozole or Clomid, success rates can range from 15 to 25%. Number 2, if no medication is used, you have a 1 to 6% live birth rate per cycle. Number 3, letrozole has a 9.6% live birth rate per cycle. Number 4, Clomid has a 9.4% live birth rate per cycle. Number 5, gonadotropins, which are injectables such as Follistim and Gonal F that I spoke about earlier, has a 11.6% live birth rate per cycle. I hope you walk away from today's podcast feeling empowered to do research in regards to your medications, your treatment, and to ask those hard questions of your provider. If something doesn't feel right, ask more questions. If your intuition or gut feeling is triggering you, ask more questions. You have the right and deserve to know why they chose or didn't choose something for your treatment. This is where a fertility coach can be beneficial. I'm able to better explain medications, find those statistics for you, and help create the questions that you may not be sure how to ask. If you'd like to find out more about how I can help you as your fertility coach, I've put a link in today's show notes for you to book a free discovery call with me. I will link the studies where this information was found in today's show notes, along with my top 10 questions that you should be asking your reproductive doctor no matter what stage of infertility you're going through. Join me next week for hopeful hints to bring you peace as you walk through your infertility journey. Thank you for listening.